Alright, everybody, this is HBBac Han and HBBacon's Caiman, again.
You must construct additional pylon.
What? I don't play Protoss. Why would I ever have
No,
to
but they
construct them?
do.
Okay, so that's fair. So we have, in the upper left, wow. Well, upper right corner, the left hand, it doesn't matter. Red Zerg Han, blue Zerg Caiman, against the purple...
Are you drunk?
I'm still doing introductions.
Have you been...
against the purple Protoss...
Are you okay? Do you need to lay down?
I can't even do it. And Valko. Valko, everybody should recognize him from the Chronicles of Riddick series, or I guess the movie. He was only in like, what, 1.5 of them. And Abollador? That's another bad name. I've not done the weird names well today. So we knew going up against two Protoss. You know what, Mr. Critic over there. So we actually been doing pretty good against Protoss. I like going against Protoss because I feel like that's my best. Gateway going down for
Can I just say something real quick?
Abollador?
I want everyone to know that this was like, while we were playing this, like, sweat was just like coming out of us. Like we were fighting for this game. It was awesome.
Maybe out of you. I am frozen in my apartment. There was not a whole lot of sweating from me ever.
Then, well, if you were warmer, you would be sweating.
You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. So, you keep giving away the ending.
I have not given anything away.
Gaven? You have not given anything away? Do you hear yourself?
I ain't giving nothing away.
So, Han goes for the expand before pool, and I went for the smart way to play with the pool before expand. Going up against the gateway being done for Abollador. I really hope... I'm sorry. If he ever sees this, I super apologize for not being able to say your name even a little bit. And the Cybernetics Core...
Abollador?
Abollador? Is that really it? Abollador? Abollador.
We're gonna be stuck on this for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
How do you say his name?
Yeah, it's a 19-minute game. We'll spend the next 15 minutes freaking out over it. I don't know how to say his name. Abollador. I lay down my expand. Han quickly laying down his, what's that thing, spawning pool? Good lord. This whole name thing has just got me all tripped out. And the Stalker coming out from Valko. Poor Valko over here. He's not getting anything. Now, crap. You even have an Overlord right there, and we should be able to see the Twilight Council going down. So the Twilight Council is going down, which, for everybody that's played the game more than once.
By the way, I couldn't click on enemy units this game, and actually for like every game except the last game that we played, so, you know, I had no idea what anything was. Besides, like, that was coming up. It sucked. I hated it. My life was worse because of that experience.
That's fair. So I had my lings out over here, because I was hunting this guy down. I thought, you know, he was going to come up here and do bad things to us. Turned out he did bad things to us down. Well, not this one. Another one, because this one dead. But the Forge going down. So they're rocking on one base. And, oh, he went for the Zealot legs. That's why. So finding this probe was my mission with my lings. And admittedly, I should have found him with those ones, but... Or these ones. There we go. So I go back. Truthfully, I thought it was a pylon. And here we go. Now again, I'm going for the Ling Muta, while my esteemed colleague is going for the Roach Hydra. It's been pretty standard. These guys aren't attacking. They're still not attacking. What are you doing, Caiman? What are you... There they go. Unfortunately, This is where we didn't see what was going on, what was coming up against us. Warp gate being researched by Valko and sped through by Abollador. Now, truthfully, at this point, I feel like Han and I were both pretty relaxed. We were pretty chill. I thought we were doing pretty good with this whole, taking down the rock wall in front of them.
Well, you were the only one who did that. I kept my army back.
Which was fine. Army-ish.
Oh no, I did move up to attack. With my
Yeah, because we went in and we tried to hit them before they hit us, and it didn't work out. So now,
I mean, it kind of worked out, but
for Valko, 2 additional for Abollador, and on top of his 4 already, and a robotics facility, which I assume coming out of here will be eventually that. So now here we are. We're actually doing pretty good. Gotten the first.
It's only half your units are attacking.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to make them attack. I don't know what happened. I think it was that it was just those are the only ones I had selected in my group. So this was kind of not really great for us, but it wasn't really that bad either. We took out some stalkers, and then I went in to hit his econ. Unfortunately, warped in. Something stupid. Being able to warp in. Can you hear the angst in my voice from being a Zerg player and not being able to do it? So
just like you can't drop mules.
Truthfully, I was over here. And yeah, just like I can't drop mules because I'm not Terran. And I was sworn there was going to be a base here. Like I was geared for there being an expansion. And there wasn't. Not even a little bit. So they came up. I reversed gear super quick. Had all my lings up here. And here's how the 4 gate works. First you go screw your opponent, and then you just keep ramming it down their throat. Now, knowing that these pylons were the key, I wanted to focus down those pylons. Unfortunately, there were 12 stalkers here cramming themselves down our throats. And now is where my brother Han was talking about, we were getting our butts kicked. Not even a little bit, we were getting our butts kicked. The one thing, he left those there, and I got to take out a pylon. So, but we were on the ropes.
Got to try.
Starting right now. But pylon is gone, thank goodness. Unfortunately, there's still another one, and they can warp it more.
And they're gonna build another one.
Yep. I think 2 more. I think we ended up killing like 7 pylons right outside of our base. So needless to say, again, we got our backs against the wall. More pylon coming. Abollador. Valko is bringing his back, and more zealots just charging in. Zealots. The only big thing about zealots that really hurt us here was that lings couldn't do anything against them, and I didn't have. I mean, I guess I did. I didn't have the larva to crank out the. No, I didn't have the Vespene gas to crank out the Mutalisk that I really would have liked to have then either. So I was stuck on lings.
And this one I was just terrible at upgrades. And I put something down I didn't want to put down.
Well, I didn't have that many upgrades either, like, let's face it. I had 1 attack for my... all of that stuff. I'm a distraction. I'm a distraction. which ended up working out real well for us. As long as the stalkers weren't looking at the roaches, roaches could kill all the zealots and then start working on the stalkers.
And that queen.
Here is the key for anybody, and we just learned this. Not we just learned this, but we finally have been able to put it into practice. Going against a 4-gate, you just have to weather the early storm. Once you can weather the storm, it's an all-in. You know, unless you're really good, the 4-gate is an all-in. So they had more coming down, and we were still not doing our best, but we weren't a total.
We had enough at this point.
What?
I said we had enough at this point that we could.
Yeah, that we could start doing stuff, and I could still distract, and get the probes the heck out of our way. More stalkers are coming in. Now this is where it starts to falter. The 4-gate. I had all my lings coming. They had 2 attack. Han himself had 1 attack for his range, and now
was working on.
Now
I think I was working on my 1 attack. No, I only had ground carapace working. No, so I was having like a super hard time keeping the economy.
Yeah, but you already had 1 attack for your range, for your roaches and hydras.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Your units. Silly man. Silliness. So now we can go on our offense. And once I got in, took out all those probes, I was up here. I was ready to take out more. And here was the thing: they had a whole bunch of Vespene. Abollador had almost 400 Vespene, but 35. And the reverse being true for Valko. 500. Actually, he has a lot of resources. I'm kind of surprised that he wasn't spending that way more. But that was it for us. Weathered the early storm, and now we started rolling. Han down here taking out Valko's expansion, which was good. And now here's where we finally have managed to hit our stride in dividing and conquering. I'm up here. He's down there. We're ready to go. What was Valko doing, I wonder, at this point?
DTs.
Oh, that's right. So then he warped in his DTs. And what, 6 DTs?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we were not at all prepared for Dark Templar after all of that stuff. So we came back. Han had 1 Overseer. I still at this point did not know that they were Dark Templar. I was just la-di-da.
I told you they were Dark Templar.
I know. I was still all la-di-da about it. And now finally I get 3 dudes being dudes. Overseers. Wow, dudes being dudes.
Well, you get 2 and I get 1.
Yeah. And which was great that he just kind of left my lings alone. Followed you all the way out until death. So my lings go up, and there they go. That's how the game. That's how the game went. So that's for Protoss players watching. When you're committed to the 4-gate, you're super committed. Which is why you don't see it happen a whole lot. For anybody else, weather the early storm and. You shall not cry.
Thou shalt prevail over the devil.
I mean, they're not. They're really like super religious, actually, as Protoss. Anyways, last.
That depends on what. Live long, and kick ass.
Very pseudo Star Trek of you. That's it for us.
You got a problem with Star Trek? You got a problem with the Trek?
Star Trek. We're gonna argue about this later. Okay,
yeah.
That's it for us from HBBac, Han, and Caiman. Oh, I forgot. I almost tried to expand over here. It didn't work. It doesn't matter. Han and Caiman, we're out. Later days.